Yes. Okay, so I just felt like I have to put this out there because I've been asked a number of times about teaching in the UK since I am a teacher here. Those of you that know me, they know that I've been teaching for the better part of my adult life. So I've been teaching for a long time, and since my wife and myself we moved to the UK, I've been in the education sector. I've been teaching here for the past 1 year since I've been here. So if there is anybody that is interested in something like this, then maybe this is for you. Just give me like a few minutes of your time and then let's quickly go through this. Okay, so let's start with England. You see, unlike the nurses, where if you pass your CBT and you pass your IELTS exam and you are licensed to practice nursing in the UK, it comprises of all the countries that makes up the UK, which is England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. So if you are licensed to practice nursing in the UK, you can practice nursing in all of these countries. With teaching, it's different. It's specific. Like if you're licensed to teach in England, you cannot use that license to teach in Scotland. Same to do with Wales and Northern Ireland. So if you have your QTS for England, then it means you can only teach in England. If you want to teach in Scotland, then you have to apply to the General Teaching Council of Scotland, and once they accept you, then you can actually teach in Scotland as well. So now let me start with England. With England, they are looking for specifics. Like whatever your specialty is, it has to be stated on your certificate. It has to be stated on your certificate. Please get this clear. It has to be stated on your certificate. So if you did mathematics, if you want to, like if you say you're a maths teacher, for them to believe or accept that you're a maths teacher, then it has to be on your certificate. So if you did education, then it may be something like Bachelor of Education Mathematics. It has to be on your certificate. Maybe Bachelor of Education Physics or Bachelor of Education Science. So once you have such a certificate, then wherever you are, whether you are here in the UK or you are in your home country, you can apply for QTS in England without any difficulty. And once you go through the process, you are likely to get your license, and then you can start looking for a job with sponsorship and whatnot. Okay, now so that is for England. Now if you have a teaching certificate, at least the basic should be degree. So if you have a teaching certificate and your specialty is not on the certificate, or maybe that specialty is not the specialty that they are looking for. Take me, for instance. I have a Bachelor of Education in Basic Education, even though I specialized in mathematics, but it is not stated specifically on my certificate that I did mathematics. You understand? So for somebody like me, and for people like me who has education certificate, but it is not specific, it is not subject specific, then this is for you. You have two options. Either if you happen to find your way in the UK, like I am, you can still use that to get your QTS. But the catch is that you have to be already employed as a teacher in a school here in the UK for you to be able to do that, because there is something they call the assessment route. So if your subject is not specific on your certificate, then you can use the assessment route to get your QTS for England. But for you to qualify, for them to accept your application for QTS through the assessment route, then you have to already be in the UK and you have to be employed already by a school to be teaching in a teaching role, irrespective of the subject that you're teaching. In that case, when you apply for the QTS through the assessment route, then it will be based on the subject. So if you are teaching English, then you have your QTS for English. If you are teaching mathematics like me, then you can apply for QTS through the assessment method or through the assessment route for mathematics. So that is for those whose specialty is not stated on the certificate. If you're already in the UK, then you can apply for QTS through the assessment route, where you must have already been employed by a school, because so long as you have a teaching certificate, all you need is to be able to prove to a school that you can do the work, that you can teach the subject that they are looking for. So once you see any vacancy and you apply for the role, and they like you, they pick you for interview, and then you impress, because in the interview you are definitely going to teach for them to see, for them to observe. So once you're able to sort of impress them with your skill, then they can employ you as a teacher for that subject. Once you have that employment, then that employment plus your teaching certificates and all the other relevant documents involved, you can apply for the QTS in England through the assessment route. So that is for that one. Okay, that is for that one. So in the next one, I want to break this down. I don't want to create any confusion, so I want to break this down into separate videos in which I talk about specific issues. So with this one is just for England. This is for England. So in the next video, if you are interested in Scotland or Wales, just look through and look through the other videos, and then hopefully you can find the information that you're looking for. Okay, thank you.